Okay, so welcome to your weekly focus for January the 5th, or January the 30th to February the 5th, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. No, I'm not going to be doing the weekly signs. I'm still kind of trying to get my feet on the ground. I think I'm going to be trying to get my feet on the ground for the next several weeks. I don't think it's a quick fix like I was hoping. But I'm between two houses right now, and my mom, and thank you for all of your prayers of support. But my mom needs me right now, so that's where I am. So, but I do think about you. I do come and visit you once a day. And I apologize for not doing the weekly signs. I will get back to them, I promise you. So we'll just see. We'll just clear the deck and see how the cards come down. I'm just laying them down. Okay, I'm not looking at them, I promise you. I want to make sure they actually end up in piles, so I got to keep my eye on it to make sure I'm actually putting the cards so it's just not a scrambled mess when I look down. So we have some exciting things happening. We just got off of, come off of a new moon, so it's the time to plant the seeds, obviously. Now we have Mars that has moved into Aries, and that is moving forward at you know, we are the trailblazers. We are the trailblazers. Starting the new adventure. The I am. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, I'm supposed to gather the cards up, I guess. I thought we were going to do it that way, but we're not. We're just going to pull 7 cards, I guess. Okay. Cut the deck. 8 of Wands. Well, so what a great card to have as our beginning energy, because this is a plethora of opportunities coming our way. This is new opportunities, new relationships, new adventures to step into, to grab hold of. And we are looking forward here. We are looking at where those opportunities may take us, may lead us. We are looking towards the future. We'll see that bird. That bird is very prominent there, and that's our messenger. So meditation, prayer, reflection, very important with the World card. So very appropriate card, because this talks about we have come full circle. It is time to go to the elevated path, the new path. But there are things that we need to, I mean, it's never cut and dry. It's never one path ends, the new path begins. They seem to flow into each other. And so we must make sure that we are not taking with us added baggage, things to weigh us down, things to dissipate our energy. So it is still a time to allow closing in our life, closure, healing, to allow endings to happen in our lives, to let go of something, knowing that it has outdone its purpose in our life. It's come in, it's taught us the lesson, and now it's time to move forward with that wisdom so that we can start a new path, so that we actually have space in our life for something new to come into, so that we are not weighed down trying to walk with a bounce in our step, with that vitality. The 9 of Swords. This is where we can really dissipate our own energy. This is about being anxious about the future, about seeing how things are going to work out, usually for the worst. It's like when we lay our heads down at night, and just before we're ready to fall asleep, that's when the mind starts, and it's only because we're quiet enough to actually pay attention to those thoughts going through our head. But we start to think about the day or what we are walking into tomorrow. And we imagine always the worst case scenario. These are your thoughts. So don't allow your mind, your ego, to start to intimidate you into staying where you are, because it's so fearful to try something new, to try change, to try the unknown, to step into something unique, different, powerful, empowering. Okay, now The brain was wired to keep us safe. So anything that is unknown, anything that is new, anything that is uncharted territory, your mind is automatically going to have the response of, don't do that. No, we don't know what to expect. We know what to expect if we stay right here. That's where we're staying. And that's why people stay in abusive relationships, whether it's mental or physical, because at least they know what to expect. Leaving that relationship, they don't know what to expect anymore. And so the brain says, stay safe, even though it's not a safe environment. So be careful of how our thoughts are dissipating our energy, how we tell ourselves that we're too clumsy or we're not worthy or we deserve bad luck for something that we did in the past. Shame on you for even thinking that. You've beaten yourself up. That's punishment enough. You don't need to have extra in your life because of it. Extra chaos and fires to put out. That's not why we're here. So forgive yourself. Allow yourself to put closure on those things in life. King of Cups. Now, I really get this as realizing our own independence and how other people can lean on us going forward. This is the stereotypical dad in the deck, okay? He goes out and he earns a living so he can put food on the table, roof over the head for the people he loves most in his life, his family. So this card is saying that you can have what you want, or you realize that how you can stand on your own 2 feet, that you can strengthen your stance, that you can build your own self-confidence. That yes, the father comes home and he leans on his family for love and support, absolutely. But he also provides love and support. And it has to be a two-way street. And maybe we are looking at our relationships a little bit more on how they need to be a two-way street. We have the King of Wands. This is optimism. This is high thinking. This could be where we decide to learn something new, study something, investigate something, enrich our minds in some way. This could be honing our skills. And this is a great optimism. And this is being able to see the magic of tomorrow. Envisioning it in all of its glory and all of its splendor. Two of Swords, but there is something that we need to look at, and we are not looking at it. We sweep it under the carpet. We pile the rocks on top of it, out of sight, out of mind. Put a Band-Aid over it. I'm sure it'll heal. We've had ample opportunities and some very strong energy lately to go and scratch that surface to what is hidden in your heart that weighs you down, that limits you. It may be your own way of thinking of things, thinking of your worth, thinking of thinking of yourself in a limited capacity in some form or manner. And usually it's something, when you were a kid and something happened and, you start to scratch that surface and all of a sudden that thought will come up and you'll be like, oh my gosh, it's been years since I thought about that. How could I ever forget about that? But then you can see it through a detached kind of an emotion and understand that those were 5-year-old eyes or 10-year-old eyes or 16-year-old eyes and knowledge and wisdom. And that's the decision we made to keep ourselves safe. And yeah, it was good when we were that age, but it doesn't play into today. You have the wisdom now. So this is something that we don't want to look at. Something, I saw a sign in a doctor's office once 5 favorite words are maybe it will go away. Because that's how the doctor would get rich. By allowing us to let things fester, to grow molehills, or grow mountains out of molehills. By making that small pile of pebbles into a giant wall that we could never crawl over. So this is a time to allow some healing in our life. This is a time to let go of the past. This is a time to embrace who we are today. And understand that limitations don't need to be there in our life anymore. That we can be our own unique self. That there's a strength in who we are and why we are the way we are. Why we are so individual. Because nobody could ever do it like you could. And the sun. The sun ends it. So we end on a very positive note. We come in on a very positive note. So it should be a very good week. But I mean, there is work for us to do. I think the majority of the work is the inner work that we need to do in order to celebrate our path going forward. Look at this light. Now I think Jupiter goes retrograde. So up till now, all the planets have been going forward. They will for the majority of the week. I think all of the week. I think Jupiter, maybe it's the 5th, maybe it's the 6th. So it might not even be till next week where Jupiter starts to actually go retrograde, although we should be feeling the pull of it. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion, the planet of luck, abundance. And that doesn't mean when it goes retrograde that it disappears, but we start to really analyze, what does abundance mean to ourselves? What makes our light shine? What makes our that bounce in our step? What fuels us with passion and love and compassion? What is your own personal definition of abundance? We're going to get the journey of love out here. We're going to pick one card, and then we'll pick an animal card. So I think it's a very strong week in the sense that there is a lot of opportunities, a lot of paths to take. There is a lot of healing still that needs to be done, which is kind of surprising because we are in the new moon energy, but we need to let go. We need to let go of that something. There's something in each of us that it would completely transform your path forward. And even if you haven't lived through a huge traumatic event in your life and you don't think that you are hiding anything deep within your heart or soul, because you really haven't had that kind of trauma in your life, you will be amazed at the little things that start to pop up if you give it the time, if you give it the energy, and to heal from it, to put closure on it, to tear down that barrier or that self-imposed limitation on yourself. Just for a moment, joy. You know, we've had this already, 46. Just for that moment, joy. So it's living in the now. It's experiencing the now. 4 plus 6 is 10. We are in a 10-year. So 1 energy. So the trailblazer. The adventure. What number is that? 46. And there is a poem. Love is magic, like a balmy breeze on a winter night. It feels so good. You want it to last forever. And love is magic, because we make it so by opening to the pleasures of being alive and sharing the joy we feel. And when we're not looking, that night may warm again. And it's all about experiencing love, letting love into our life this week. What we feel and express, what we choose at any given time, is our offering to the divine cosmic matrix. It germinates and it reflects back to us a manifestation in this material reality. Can you choose to gentle your heart? Can you choose to let it be open to light and to life? Can you choose it for just a moment? If you are in the midst of darkness, of deep suffering, can you even find, even for just one moment, the joy of existence underneath it? It's a wild ride, this life. Every time you open your arms in yes, the universe responds in kind. This oracle brings you a message. In this moment, trust that there is joy waiting to be felt and found, no matter how hard that may be able to believe right now. Let go of your attachment to the apparent problems at hand as much as you can, and you will be allowing yourself to let the divine take over and sort out what needs to happen here. There is help awaiting your invitation always. Why not let it in and let joy in too? You are being offered divine support to live a less guarded existence, to disassemble yourself a little or a lot, and let your true nature, which is joy, to bubble to the surface without rhyme or reason other than just because it is. So, this is not a week to beat yourself up or to allow your thoughts to beat you up. This is a week of expressing joy, expressing love, and realizing, what makes you happy? What is your abundance? What is your joy? What would give you cause for celebration, even for a moment? To feel that joy, to feel your energy rise, to feel your light shine, so much as our last card, the sun. That light doesn't come from the sky, it comes from you. You illuminate your path forward. It's your vibration. And our week starts with opportunities, new ways of going forward, new relationships to step into, new opportunities to be had. Let's get an animal card here. So I think it's a very profound week, and I think there is opportunity for us to actually step into it, because the King of Wands, even though he's very imaginative and high thinking, he's usually a doer. Kings are usually doers. They don't just sit there and contemplate. They do. They put plans into action. They devise the plan to go into action. And here we have the King of Wands. So it's all about thinking outside the box. It's all about embracing the unique person we are and going forward. There we go. We were told by a bell that we really need to embrace the unique person we are, so that we realize that we are the only ones that can truly walk this path and succeed. If others were to try, they would fail, because they're not me. They're not you. New beginnings with the Robin. Where's our book? Where's our book? Cleansing, newness, grateful, promise, and new birth. You cannot climb a mountain if you will not risk a fall. Robin tells you that it is now time to pull yourself from the sludge of the past, wipe yourself clean, mend the wounds and scratches that occurred through the journey. Your angels and guides will be on hand to help. It is a great day to offer your gratitude for what you do have, and for knowing that you won't be let down if you ask, believe, and expect the changes can occur in your life. Yes, there is the everything happens for a reason thinking, even during painful experiences. But loss always evolves into gain of some kind. Have you ever experienced a passing only to hear an announcement of a pregnancy or a birth, or broken up with someone to start dating someone so much more compatible that you wondered what you saw in the past person? Death of situations always evolves into the promise of birth and new beginnings. If you can see the clouds of despair, if you can see through the clouds of despair, putting blankets over the situation and blinding yourself can cause you to now see through the heartache. Emotion is truly energy in motion. And since everything is energy, money, love, work, the universe feels the vibration changing in your thoughts, and it can change into a wonderful things if you allow it to do so. Robin always comes back to the same place each springtime. It's nature's way. Robin may be telling you that you need to review your childhood to see what may have stored up deep in your soul, to see if there is forgiveness that needs to take place, or maybe you need to look up an old childhood friend. So Robin kind of brought all the cards into play through that, didn't he or she? I think that one, even though he's standing over the nest, the male bird is often the most dominant in the spectacular colors, and that's so with the robin. So it's time to pull yourself from the sludge of the past. It's time to we have this week to really work on letting go of something, healing from something, to step into an opportunity and really see the value of the opportunity, really see the abundance the opportunity is presenting to you, and to step forward with a new vibration, a brighter light, and a wonderful, wonderful week and life going forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.